Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching to Let's Be Aves-ing You. That's right, here we are. Yet again here with Aves and in the Champions League knockout stages. You haven't seen anything of the season so far, so I'm going to go through the players we brought in, I'm going to go through the players we sold, etc, etc, etc. So, this season we have sold a fair amount of money, players, and spent quite a lot of money. Because we have to start trying to push through this Champions League stuff. So, out the door go Pangia, who went to Man City and has played 25 games for them, a fairly average rating, which is fine. He's 30 years of age now, still pretty good, but we've got better. And Nolan Mathieu, who has gone to Hearts and is, I think, spearheading a title chat. Oh no, okay. They've fallen away a little bit in the last couple of weeks, but yeah, they were doing very well up until now. Issa Keshi left on a free. I felt like his wages could be better spent elsewhere. You can see there now that his aerial ability probably wasn't ever that good because he's 5'11", but his speed is rapidly decreasing, and he's gone off to Al Ali, where he did fine 8 appearances, and he's earning like 4. No, he's earning nearly twice as much as he was earning here. So well done him. Najim Karim, I think, is he was that goalkeeper who stayed us for 5 years. Finally managed to get rid of him. He hasn't re-signed anywhere because he's not very good. I can't believe he was with us. Really awful, terrible stuff. But yeah, so he's gone at last, getting his money off the books, and Jean-Luc Picard left on a free to Sporting Lisbon, Benfica. Because this is SL, so it makes me think Sporting Lisbon, even though it's Sporting Lisbon, that's Sporting Club de Portugal. Anyway, yeah, so we signed him for 4.7 million off Sigma Lamott. He's now left and gone to Benfica, where I saw him playing earlier on in the season. We did beat them recently, and he was on the pitch, and I hadn't realised he'd signed for them, so that was nice to see him back. A little bit of coffee. Alexander Bentner, a young player, went off to Esbjerg. Johannes Bender went on a free to Al Hilal. That's the one who went to Al Hilal. He's actually still pretty good, although not playing well for them. I don't know where they're playing him. But yeah, his stats are actually not that bad. He probably could have stayed as a backup for another year, but he's earning way more money now. So good for him. We then sold Marcelo Castro, the goalkeeper, to Shakhtar for £8.75 million, which was very nice, considering he was only ever a bit of a backup. And in my opinion, he's not that good. He's not good enough at the goalkeeping bits. Like, he's fine at communication, but he's not good at these bits. So yeah, anyway, he's off. We then loaned out a couple of players. Lefteris Marcos, the striker, has gone to Hibernian, where he has done pretty well. So I'm looking forward to seeing. I want him to get another season, I think, of playing first team football to try and progress him on a little bit, because he's not looking quite there yet. And I signed him for quite a lot of money, so he needs to get there. Klaas van Wingeden has gone off to Aberdeen, and Ron Freeman has gone off to AFC Wimbledon. Ron Freeman signed him on a free from Arsenal. He's played one non-competitive game for Wimbledon, so that was a good use of your loan money, £70,000. And then we brought in a few extra players to cover these guys. So we brought in Andrei Protsenko, the 25-year-old Russian centre-back, comes in from CSKA Moscow, having previously played for Vitoria Guimarães on loan. A really good player, and he's done very, very well for us. He's still sort of settling in. His ratings aren't that wow overall, but I think possibly his... Does that take into account his international rating? It might be dragging it down slightly, but his overall rating hasn't been that great so far. He's playing well, but just first year in a new team in a new league, it's tough. We also signed Christian Sepulveda, who again isn't the best at the goalkeeping bits, but he is getting better. And obviously the big thing is I signed him for free. And he's on like a rotation contract, so he doesn't want to play that much, which is great. And then we spent quite a lot of money on a couple of other players. So Makula is a 18-year-old centre-back who is coming in from Fluminense. He's going to be really good. He's played a few games in the Cup. I've tried to get him on as much as possible in games where it doesn't matter so much if we do bad. and trying to train his speed so that he can be a little quicker, because then I think if he's quicker, overall he'll be pretty damn good. I think his jumping is letting him down. So physically he's not a specimen, but he might improve. He's only 18. He's got a few years yet until he needs to be at that level. Now the big one, Lyle Suarez. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. He comes in from Dynamo Bryansk, of all places. He's had a strange career path. DC United, Hobro. How they only got 1.3 million. They got fleeced by Randers, who then sold him to Dynamo Bryansk, and then I signed him for £16.5 million. But he's been worth every penny. He's absolutely fantastic. He's just such a good player. He plays out on the wing for us, and maybe he doesn't really... I suppose we could retrain him as a central midfielder. It probably would actually make more sense. But yeah, at the moment he's been just playing out on the wing and just being insane. So yeah, maybe I will just get him to start training that. And so he's been really good. And then Anderson, a left midfielder from Brazil, because he's from Grêmio, for a little bit of money. And I think he'll be okay. He's not good at finishing, so his graph looks a little bit like a little strange. But if he goes out in all the bits that he's good at, so pace, crossing, passing, and if he got a bit flary, the thing is you can't train flair. It's not actually flary that he needs to be good at. He needs to sort of just up the mentals a bit, but you also can't really train the mentals. I've got him training technique. Maybe someone could comment on what it might be better to train him on, but I don't... Long shots maybe, because he's a winger. Might get him the opportunity to have some. Creativity's low, but then again, you can't train those things, so yeah. Oh well. Anyway, fingers crossed he might be good. 1.6 million, he's only 18. I think he'll be good enough to be, in this league at least, he'll be good enough. No questions there. Let's look at the fixtures then this season. So we're having a pretty good year yet again. Let's just go with go through each competition as we've had them. So we'll go for the Taça de Portugal. We did pretty well before being knocked out by Rio Ave. It's not that bad a result. They are actually quite a good side this year. They were 3rd or 4th. I think at the time they were actually above us. But yeah, we went out on penalties in a particularly frustrating one. So everyone scored all of them, then everyone missed them all, and then Elgin Wirtz, he I think smashed it over the bar. Yeah. So it was a bit of a one-off. I mean, look at the freaking stats: 30 shots, 9 on target, and we drew 1-1. They had 1 shot on target. So our desperate attempt to win the Taça de Portugal, it's not desperate at all, but our attempt to win the Taça de Portugal has so far again failed. It's been a few years since we won it last time. Yeah, 2099, and we got to the final in 2100 and in 2101. But yeah, it's been a couple of years since we've been in the final of that competition, so it'd be quite nice to get back there. Rio Ave are in the final though, so at least that's good news. We won the Super Taça 3-1 over Sporting. If we look at the result there, you'll see the timing of the goals. They scored. Dino King Artois scored an absolutely sensational volley from about 30 yards on the 85th minute, and then we scored 2 in extra time, including 1 for Lyle Suarez on his debut, which was excellent. We'll then look at the League Cup. We had our 3 League Cup group games. They were easy. And now we're playing Beira-Mar in the semi. We will probably end up playing either... Well, we'll definitely end up playing either Rio Ave or Porto in the final if we get there. But it's most likely to be Porto, just remember. And then, yeah, the Champions League was pretty good, although we had a lot of injuries through the group stages. We had Herschel Green, Dino King Artois. I think even Bailey at one point was out injured. So we did sort of struggle a little bit, or at least I thought we were going to struggle more anyway. We started off with a 3-2 win at home over Galatasaray, which I think this is away. Yeah, I was going to say, I think we came from behind to win that, and we did. Dino King Artois scoring again there, a crucial goal. We then drew 1-1 with Lask Linz, which Sam will remember well. They scored 1 goal. Nuno Race's goal in this. It's given as an own goal, but it's a fantastic 30-yard cross. Well, 40-yard cross, which just sort of sails in over the goalkeeper's head. And then we lost to Inter, and I was getting a bit worried. But then we beat Inter 2-0 at home. Suarez and Daly with goals. We beat Galatasaray 4-1 at home. And then we beat Linz 4-2 in a game in which the most exciting thing was the team that we played, because we played Dino King Atwa and Casanova at the back, because it was also, we had Abina out and Wirtz out because we had 2 players sent off in the group stage as well, so it was fucking ridiculous. So Komorius and Verguin in midfield, just a bit of a mess that side, but we still won 4-2. And now we're playing Wolfsburg. They are the I think they won the league last year. No, they didn't. But anyway, they're 10th. When I drew them, they were 14th. So they're having a really shonky season, but good. And then the league. We haven't lost in the league. We've won a few, drawn a few. 1-1 with Sporting, 0-0 with Benfica, and then just a whole lot of wins. And then, including crucially for the first time in a couple of years, a league win over Porto, which is really, really good, because they also obviously have not lost very many games. In fact, they have only lost 1 game, that one, and they've only drawn 2, so they are 1 point behind us. We then drew ridiculously 1-1 with Naval. We beat Sporting 3-1, Portimonense, and Benfica. But what this all means is, if we come back, we will now have, oh my goodness me, look at that run of games. Not because they're difficult necessarily, but because of how many there are in between the 2 Wolfsburg games. So what we'll do is we'll do Wolfsburg and, what's the time? Yeah, Wolfsburg and Guimarães today, and then I will do Wolfsburg and Beira-Mar in the next video, so that you guys can see if we get to the semi-final of the final of the cup as well. So that'd be fun, because last time round I think I did it this way round, and then we lost the semi-final, which was a bit of a damn squib. So let's do that. Obviously the big game to pay attention to in the league is that one. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, that might even coincide with one of our Champions League games if we go through, so we'll see. Oh man, okay, let's do it. Let's do this. So Porto are now playing Ave in the semi-final of the Cup. But more importantly, okay, so we need to make sure that we're still Wirtz is unable to play. Protsenko is actually ineligible. For God's sake. What the hell is... I need more Portuguese players as a matter of urgency, because this gestures vaguely at the entire team is like unworkable. Can't work like this. We'll put Sepulveda on the bench. I guess Daly will come on to the bench anyway. Herschel Green's looking pretty tired. I'm concerned, but this is the one. This is the away game. Maybe let's do it like that then, because with the away game we just need to stay. Oh my goodness me! What on earth formation is that? We just need to stay in it. We can hopefully batter them at home. I told them calm. That was a mistake. I should have been assertive. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Bailey has a rating of 8.16. Came second in the World Player of the Year after having won it last year. Ibrahim Begovic. That name. Didn't we have a defensive midfielder from when we played with Śląsk called Ibrahim Begovic? I think he was a Bosnian, like 36-year-old who I signed. Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. So let's see. Come on. Oz has been on fine form this season, by the way. Oz and Bailey. Your boy Vergoen hasn't been that good. He's had. I feel like he's had a fair crack of the whip, and just has not been great. He's got about 2 or 3 goals. Graham Daly as well has not been brilliant at all. Scored a couple of important goals. He scored one of the goals against Inter in the group stage. Oh, Komorius. There we go. First goal of the season for him. There you go. He hasn't played that much, in fairness. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Daly and Vergoen really haven't scored that many goals. Really haven't played that well. Daly, I feel like, was it 2 years ago or 1 year ago? Anyway, he was much better, and Vergoen, we know he can be really good, but yeah, this season he's just not. They've given us more options in attack. Look at them, they're all attack. Suarez, and Bailey fouls. Nice save by Maya. But Suarez is really, really good. He doesn't get as many assists. I think he's probably, even though it says he's like naturally, he's a natural at playing right wing, I think he really is expected by the game to be an attacking central midfielder. And we don't play those, so I have to make him a central midfielder. And then if we do that, then he can also still play right wing, because we also have Herschel Green, who is a fantastic central midfielder, and Dino King Atwa, who's also amazing. So we just need to make sure that he's able to play in both roles properly, and then we can find a better right wing. Oh, Suarez back in the middle again. No. Gyata, Valeriev, my God, Valeriev is what his name is. Come on, man, speak the words that God gave you. My hair is looking absolutely outstanding today. It is 6:52 a.m. here in Poland. It's raining, and I haven't had a chance to record for ages. And by ages, I mean about a week. So I wanted to get these out of the way in the morning before everyone wakes up, and then I'm forced to do like real human things. Because I'm just a slave to content. Anyway, Bailey running towards the... Not anymore. Oh, you fool. Bailey is doing what all of my formerly just outstanding strikers have done in the past. So it happened with Pedersen. It with the exception of that Cunningham, the Scottish guy called Cunningham, what's his name? Cunningham? George Cunningham, I think his name was, at West Ham. With the exception of him, Bailey is starting to get less tricksy. Statistically, he's not, but he's getting less tricksy. He's scoring a lot more tap-ins, far fewer like sensational magical runs and goals. He does still score them, but yeah, he's unlocking things himself a lot less, and having to be on the end of play. Maybe that's a symptom of the build-up play of the team generally being a bit better, and maybe then hurts him. Or maybe he shouldn't play as a poacher. Maybe I should make him an advanced forward or something like that. But I mean, it's worked for 100 years. Why change it? Lovely ball through to Petrov. Oh, Petrov, fantastic. Komoris is running this game. Lovely, lovely stuff. Now, we see that Nuno Reis is looking a little tired. We don't have a left back to bring on, because why would you have a spare left back? Also, Oz is not looking great, so let's bring on Graham Daly. Yay. But yeah, what was his name? Can't remember. Oh, come on. Oh, Bailey. Yeah, but it happened to Rosic at Lviv. It happened to Pedersen. Pedersen became like only functionally useful as a right winger towards his... Oh dear, Christian Stahler has been sent off. Yeah, became only functionally good as a right winger during the end of his time at Western-super-Mare. The only one who was consistently like a battering ram of goodness was that Cunningham lad. There was... What was his name at... Oh, unlucky Daly. There was the chap at San Marino, Caballero. Although actually he did at a lesser level score pretty much consistently all throughout his time. But yeah, Casanova, don't get sent off. Come on, mate. Oh, okay. For a second, then he started walking back, and I was about to say a naughty boy word. Yeah. So I don't know whether that means that Bailey is slowly... Oh, God, it really irritates me when they get like that. Because it's like, come on, you're the fucking best striker in the world. But I mean, he's still got 25 odd goals this season, so it's fine. It's not. We're in the league where it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I just wish he could be consistently scoring 50 goals a season every season. There we go. Nice. Rudyenko. Tved. Nice. Cool name. No. Oh, it's gone in. Was that off Casanova? Yeah. How humiliating for him. He had a ball kicked at his arse. Well, we've got 2 away goals. This is the rare Champions League knockout tie where it looks like we might actually... Oh my god, how could that happen? I just stood here and let it happen. Yeah. The rare Champions League game where we actually look competent and like we're on top of things. I think we've probably got the easiest draw in the Champions League knockout stages this year. It's not knockout stages. Yeah, knockout stages. I feel like we probably got the easiest round that we could have got, and now it's going to get a lot better, a lot harder. But through to the... Would this be the first time we ever go through to the quarterfinals? I don't remember. Maybe the first year we went through to the quarters. It's been a while anyway, since we've been in the latter stages of the Champions League for any club. Oh, Herschel Green. Herschel Green has been scoring some goals. He scored quite a nice goal recently against Portimonense, where the ball came out to him and he hit it first time on the volley into the top corner. It was beautiful stuff. So yeah, he's certainly been working on that. I don't know, maybe he spends a lot of time on the training ground. I don't know. Graham Daly, come on, mate. You don't need to get all these yellow cards. Is he going to be suspended for his next game? No. Tved plays the ball forward. Martin gets it away. Since we brought on Martin at left back, we've obviously started to suffer a bit. Look, like there, that sort of thing. It's just not as incisive as I feel like he was once. He did break his leg though, didn't he? Like I just suddenly thought although he's been better since then, but I think he's certainly been less explosive since then. Martin to Petrov. Yeah. Since Martin came on because he's the wrong-sided player, we've obviously looked a bit more vulnerable down that side. That's fine. We'll allow it. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. They've gone 4-3-2. Jesus Christ. It's Champions League, guys. Fucking hell. Anyway, we won that one, and I'm happy about it. So now we'll play Guimarães. Les McGinley. Oh, man, he's good. Came through at Swindon. And they sold him to Ipswich for 7.25 million. No one. They're now starting to go down the Weston-super-Mare Highway. They are consistently sort of 15th to 10th in the Premier League. So I expect in about 5 years' time they'll be relegated. Anyway, we've beaten Wolfsburg. Not a good night for German football. Casanova. Oh, yeah, okay. That's not good. We rise to see off die Wölfe. Good. Okay, so we will be back in a second for the Vitória Guimarães game. So I'll pause the recording for now, and I'll see you in a second. But good first game. And we're back. Yes, that's right, we're back. Porto are playing Leiria first. I'm sure they will win that, so don't worry. But we now have to play Guimarães. We probably won't see the result of the Porto, will we? We might do, before we start. No. So, let's go. We can now play at least a reasonable proper team in the background here. So let's say we'll put Andriy Prosenko on the bench. Eugen Wirtz come here. Prosenko, let's play him. I want to play Herschel Green. I want to play Ramos. I want Casanova on the bench. Petrov is going to come off the bench, and we'll put Kovac in. Kamurias, we'll bring on Vasileva, Kamurias, and that looks good. Daly didn't score in that last game, did he? No. We'll actually play Kovac to start. Let Suarez have a break. Everybody else looking pretty good. Let's go for it. We've only conceded 5 goals this season, guys. So watch this be a fucking 3-3 draw or something like that. But they've got a guy called Joachim Jessen. Good name. The old JJ. For some reason, we've got some poor morale in there, but I think, well, I know why. It's because I haven't played him very much. And then I told him by accident, I pressed the... Oh, come on. I told him by accident, instead of pressing the option that says I'll play you more, I pressed the option that said I'll loan you out. And then, because I'm obviously not going to loan him out, he's upset with me because I didn't loan him out. It's like, well, who puts those buttons right next to each other? This is not realistic. Oh, Oz. Lovely stuff. 20th of the season for Oz. That is what we like to see. And Guimarães already 1-0 down. Aves 1-0 up. And yeah, it looks like Porto did win their game, even though it didn't actually show us the result. It must have finished just before we started. Lovely finish from Oz. Smashed it right into the bottom corner. Goalkeeper really should have done better with that angle. But never mind. 1-0 to Aves. Sun Lishun, unbelievable that he's still playing. Well, maybe it's not. I mean, we've only been in this league about 6-7 years, so he's perfectly capable of still only being in his 20s. Kovac, I mean, what a ball. But yeah, offside apparently. But yeah, Sun Lishun, didn't he score an own goal or something in a cup final we played against them once? Anyway, Jürgen Wirtz to Herschel Green. Casanova, lovely ball forward towards Oz. Oz to Bailey. Bailey turns. Ishkanyan makes a good save. The ball in towards Protsenko. Kovac wasn't able to get the ball again, and it's gone out for a throw for us shortly. Nuno Reis going to take that throw. Left back is a position where we might need to refresh this summer. I've got Amr Shaban coming through. I don't think he's ever going to be good enough to be a starter. So we might need to refresh the first team option there. And the one problem being that Nuno Reis is one of the only good Portuguese players we actually have. Ramos, lovely bit of movement. Oh, Bailey. Oh, come on, guys. Jamie gets it away. Protsenko collects easily and gives it to Reis. Casanova now back. Race up the line, lovely stuff to Ramos. Ramos crosses Oz. His header is saved by Ishkanyan. And now it's a kick from him up towards... Oh, lovely stuff. Oh, we nearly had a series of 3 50-50s went our way there. Casanova, lovely stuff there. Casanova's really good. I'm very happy with him as a young player coming through. I did buy him, but young player coming through and sort of developing at the club. He's actually done very well. Casanova, lovely ball to Kovac. Oh, and there you go. The movement again from Bailey, not where you'd like it to be. Race with the ball, the opportunity to cross. He does. Oh, Herschel Green. That where he just crossed that ball from is basically where he scored the equaliser against Linz from. It was sensational. Even if it was given to the own goal merchant, their goalkeeper. Anyway, Bailey now released. Strange decision to go all the way out there. Still going though, and shoots from there. I mean, what the hell is that? That's not a comment about Bailey. That's Football Manager. Come on. Anyway, Oz slips the ball on towards Bailey. Doesn't quite get there. Farage in the midfield. Coelho. Aves-ing. The big problem with Portuguese players is similar to the problem that I have in England all the time getting English players, is that they're just so much more expensive. I don't know why. Although, as I found out with Macula, if you search by players who are eligible for Portugal and then you just get all the young Brazilian ones, you could end up with a team of sensational players who are all technically homegrown. Oh, Ramos. Protsenko lays it off to him. Ramos fires it home, and we're 2-0 up. And you can just have a team of lovely Brazilian lads who are all apparently Portuguese. So that's probably the way we're going to have to do this. But yeah, lovely layoff. Ramos seemingly with the weird foot there, but I mean he's left-footed. Smashes that home. Ishkanyan up towards Wirtz. Oz, lovely take, and down to Pastrana. We could have gone big behind there. Herschel Green, that's it. That's the ball we're looking for. Ramos puts it in. Oh, and again, neither of them just quite... lovely play. Casanova to Race. In behind them once more. Ramos. Bailey hits the post. We force it home, although that was Sharif. And yes, we are 3-0 up. Where are Guimarães in the table? They are 7th. 30 goals conceded. Portimonense are the opposite of us, having only scored 5. Genuinely pathetic effort from them this season. We beat them 2-0 in consecutive games in the League Cup and then in the league. The league game, I might, if I remember, I'll look at the stats of it afterwards, but it was insane. We should have won that about 14-0. Oz, heads over. But yeah, we only scored twice. And that was the game where Herschel Green scored the really technically really nice goal from midfield. So yeah, typical. Jamie to Jessen, Sun Li Hun. Intercepted, lovely stuff by Ramos. Has a point to prove, having not been allowed to leave on loan like he wanted. Schmidt now. Aves-ing, Coelho, Jessen, Sierra. This looks like a game where I might be able to bring on one of the youngsters. Bailey's injured somebody. Classic destroyer / world player of the year. Bailey slips in. Ramos again. Oh, Ramos just had to tick that. Just had to slide that home. 55 minutes. Let's see who we've got that we could bring on. Oh, good. None of them. I forgot to bring them onto the pitch. Cool. Well, let's take off Pastrana because he doesn't need to play every single minute of every single game. And I think we'll also allow Vergoen to play because he doesn't play often enough, he would probably argue. Sun Li Hyun out to Aves-ing. We get the ball. Bailey is still going. Lovely stuff. Cross it, please. No. Race. Maybe you can cross. Strange decision making. They are absolutely pouring forward. What on earth is going on here? What a waste. Aves-ing. He's also been in their team for ages. Aves-ing. I said in a couple of videos back that I know which team I'm going to go to next, but I think I'm reconsidering because I just until we go there I won't I won't have decided because I now kind of fancy Germany, whereas I was thinking of somewhere else before. I just need to find a year when Union are in the bottom division, or some other team that I like and I can find that I like. We've made all ourselves. I forgot. Didn't remember doing that. Herschel Green's free kick. Wirtz. Oh, it trickles past the post. That's unfortunate. Come on. Rui on for Sharif. Race to Vergoen. Lovely stuff. Oz pounces on the mistake. And it's a fourth for Aves. We said we're looking good for the title on this performance. Yes, I mean, we've been looking good for the title on the past 20. We are undefeated this season. It's remarkable that we've not lost a game. We're 1 point clear at the top. Fucking Porto need to start losing games. The one thing I'm slightly concerned about is if we go through in the Champions League. Oh, good save. If we go through in the Champions League, we might start to do what Porto did last year and drop domestic games whilst we focus on Champions League glory. Hopefully, because of the stupid registration I've made for the Champions League where I didn't include our best centre-back, for example. Because of that, Ramos. Because of that, we do actually have quite a good team to rotate out, or we have a good few players who we can rotate out for in the league, which means that we should be able to keep refreshing our team and stuff. But it's not. Oh, what was that guy's name? Binches. Anyway, yeah, it just makes me concerned. I don't want to. I want to keep winning the league as well, and you get so little wiggle room. We haven't got to the point where we can batter Porto yet. Sporting are starting to drop. Oh, Vergoen mops that up. Lovely. Keep going. Oh, fucking! What was that? I mean, I like the idea that he's the only player that ever passes in the box. Race gets that. Oh, yeah, him and Protsenko. Pim Bintils. What the fuck free kick was that? That can't have been a plan. Talented midfielder to centre back, and then play it around for 15 minutes. For goodness sake. Binches. Sun Li Hyun has been booked. I missed that. Schmidt. Race went right through him there. Yeah, injured him. Good. Ask is coming on. Man, Vittorio Guimaraes have a lot of weird names. We're going, still going. Crosses. He does. Kovac scores. It's another little That's his first of the season. That's not true, is it? Maybe it's his first league goal. I think he scored in the cups. Anyway, Vergoen. Oh, well, that was a tackle from Rui, and Kovac pounces. And yeah, 5-0 over Guimarães. You see Sporting down there only on 35, so they're starting to drop down a bit. We need Porto to start doing that as well. Shall I say I'm far from pleased? That'd be harsh. I'm happy with that performance. Yeah, we absolutely dominated them. You can't argue that. 60% possession, battering. 2 assists from Bailey. I didn't see them. 2 goals from Oz. Nicely done. And yeah, we continue to be absolutely dominant domestically, except for Porto. But I mean, if we can draw against them, they battered Leria. If we can draw against them, was that Raw Vic still scoring? 37 years of age. He's so good. I can't believe I sold him when I was San Marino boss. Did I sell him? Or did they sell him? I think I sold him. God, he was great. He's having one of his most productive seasons. He's 37. He's only got 92 caps for Norway. Is he going to... I'd like to know if he wants to become coaching. I could approach to sign him. No, he's not interested. Prick. He likes Jose Javier Calvillo. What happened to him? He's a youth coach? He's a terrible youth coach. He's got big old chubby chin now. 1 season at Braga, and then he's gone off to Tenerife. Well, we might try and get Caballero in. Anyway, let's go back to the inbox, see what happened. Yeah, so we've got Dina King out for 69 days. That's fine, that's not that bad. It gives him a chance to recover from his lots of playing. I think if you look at the fixtures, Obs was outstanding. I have complete confidence of us staying top. I've transitioned away from constantly saying that Porto are going to win the league to saying that we're going to win the league, because it should, now that they're over the kind of nervous about winning the league thing, we should be expecting them to win it, and they should be able to respond to that properly. So I said that I would play the next Wolfsburg game and the Beira-Mar game, so that's what we will do. I'll play Braga and Academica in the meantime, and we'll be back for this game in a few minutes. I expect later on this afternoon maybe. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. Enjoy. Bye.